Alright, well, it's a couple hours later, and I'm done cleaning this thing. Let me show you. If you can see the before video, there was a pretty thick buildup of dirt and grime here, probably 11 years worth, if this thing was installed on the date the machine says or the AC says. But now you can see silver. You can still see there's a little bit of dark things. I couldn't get everything. What I did was I used toothbrush. This is the second one. Pretty nasty. And then I also used some of this coil cleaner that I got from Lowe's, and it foams up, and it seemed to kind of get in there and clean it out. And then I also sprayed water with a water bottle. Now if you notice right down here, that's like the heating unit. So I put a piece of cardboard in here to cover that hole and make sure that no water dripped down in there, and as far as I can tell, nothing got down there. And then the other thing I did was I gently went over this with a vacuum to try and, suck out some of the stuff in between the veins. And then I was just curious, I'm like, is this thing really clean, or is it just clean on the surface? So I just took a mirror. You can take one like this, and you can set it in there. I turned the light off, and then I shined a light through the top here to see, and you can actually see between the veins, and you can see what's in there, and it's pretty interesting. There is particles between there. I mean, judging by what I could scan, probably I'm thinking like 85%, 90% is unblocked now, but there's still a lot of particles in there. I don't know exactly how to get all those out. I imagine that's why they charge you $680, because I think they remove the whole unit and they clean it outside and probably clean it with a high pressure washer and make sure they clean it completely. So I can understand now, I guess, why they might charge $680 to clean this thing. But hopefully for 4 hours of my time, maybe like 6 hours of my time actually, in the time of research, hopefully 6 hours, hey, that's over $100 an hour for me. I spent about $40. The coil stuff was $6 a can at Lowe's roughly, and then I had to buy a little tool to get in here. I didn't have the right size to get inside here, and anyway, that's about it. So I'm gonna close this thing up and let it dry a little bit longer, and then start her up and see what happens. And hopefully there won't be any ice collecting on the pipe outside. That's what was happening. That's what made me call the repair guy. And he also, when he looked in here, there was ice even in here on this thing. So, and he said that was because it wasn't getting enough airflow to cool the air, so it was just freezing on the unit. So hopefully this thing will have enough airflow now, and at least make us go for a few more summers, I hope. And I guess make sure your filter down here, ours is down here, make sure this thing is clean, and make sure it's completely covering your opening, because if it's not, then that's how dirt and hair will get through there a lot easier, and it goes right into this thing, unfortunately. So anyway, okay, thanks for watching, and stay cool this summer.